Hi guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. As some of you may know from my last video, what's in my travel makeup bag, I recently traveled to Washington State, specifically Leavenworth, Washington, which is Washington's Bavarian village. It's a really cool themed village and is a really magical place to get married, which is where my sister and brother-in-law just got married. As my wedding gift, well, one of my wedding gifts to my sister, I did her makeup for the wedding and I did film that for you guys. So that's what you're going to see in just a second. It is going to be voiceover style, so I will be telling you the products and explaining the steps as I walk through it. And then at the end of the application, I will do some pictures that the photographer took to show you how the makeup turned out. And I hope this helps if you're about to get married and you're wondering what to do for your bridal makeup. This is a really soft, glam, romantic look, and I'm really excited how it turned out. And if you're wondering, no, I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm just a makeup enthusiast, but I have done like 5 or 6 weddings now for my friends and family. So this is not my first rodeo. And that's about it. Let's get started with Jennifer's makeup. First, I took Urban Decay Primer Potion and patted that all over her eyes from her lashes to her brow bone. And then I took the second color down in the Viseart Grand Pro and patted that all over to set the primer and make sure the shadows had something to blend over. Then I took the third color in the second row and blended that into the transition area to really make everything seamless. And I spent a long time blending, so I fast forwarded this part. Then I took the first row, fourth color over, and took a smaller detail brush and put that deeper into the crease to contour the eyes a little bit and really make her eyes pop and stand out. And then I took the transition color and really married those two together and made them seamless. And doing this and blending a lot will kind of make them become one color, but you'll still have that depth and dimension. Then I'm taking the last color on the top row and putting that into the outer corner and fluffing it lightly into the crease with a detail brush. And this is going to be the drama and the glam that we get from this deep, deep chocolatey brown. And then I'm just marrying all those colors together. And now I'm taking the Marc Jacobs Shadow Stick Involver and putting that on the inner half of the eye to add some sparkle and shine. And this color really matches her dress. I'm really happy I found this color, and just patting that out with my finger. And then I'm taking the detail brush and just cleaning up the edges around that cream shadow I just placed down to make it nice and sharp. And then I am taking a angled liner brush and just placing that dark brown shade along the lash line because we will be putting lashes on. So we want some liner, but we don't want a thick black line. We want it to be soft and romantic. And then I'm taking a makeup wipe and cleaning up the outer edge before we go in with the Stila One Step Correct Primer. Just smoothing that all over her face to even out her skin tone. She is very fair and does have a little bit of redness and also has dry skin, so this helps with the hydration as well to make sure there's no dryness the foundation will cling to. And it is one of our all-time favorite primers. And then I am going in with the Bare Pro foundation, the liquid version, and a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, whatever it's called. and blending that into her skin. And I'm using patting and sweeping motions because I really want her face to be flawless and her skin to look airbrush, and I don't have an airbrush machine, so I'm doing the best I can to get the foundation to have that airbrush effect while looking natural at the same time. So I spent quite a long time blending the foundation. Then we changed positions because the sun was moving, the lighting was going in and out, and we were using a skylight for our lighting in the bridal suite. So it was a little tricky to find the right light because there weren't really any windows to go off of. Then I am taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Corrector in pink under her under eyes just to brighten those dark circles and wake her up. And I am blending that out with my finger instead of a sponge just to make sure the pigment stays concentrated and it doesn't really pick up any product. It just blends it out. Then I am taking Tarte Shape Tape just a little bit under the eyes and using a mini concealer sponge to blend that out because I don't want high coverage when I'm doing a more medium coverage on the skin. So I'm using a sponge in order to pick up some of that product. And I think the coverage level matched really well using this method to blend out the concealer. Then I'm also taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and putting that on the high points of her face and blending that out with a sponge in order to add dimension and bring forward those parts of her face. Then I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit and placing that along her cheekbones, forehead, and jawline and blending that out with the Miracle Sponge to really make sure that her face has dimension and is not flat in the pictures, as well as that her cheekbones look defined and she really has that chiseled, beautiful look that we all go for. And I didn't contour her nose at her request. She really likes her nose and finds it unique, so we left that alone. Then I'm going in with the NYX Banana Powder, setting her under eyes, and the Bare Pro Pressed Powder Foundation, and setting the rest of her face. And this added a little more coverage, and I don't find that it gives any flashback at all. And then we are going in with the Fiona Stiles contour palette that unfortunately is discontinued, and just amping up that cheekbone chisel and using the Beauty and the Beast blush palette by Lorac and blushing up her cheeks a little bit. And then we are going to be taking the Benefit What's Up and laying that down on top of her cheekbones and patting that out with that little concealer sponge to really make it nice and blended, because when we did test runs of the makeup, the cheekbone highlight did not show up really at all in the pictures. So then we're layering the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow, which just gives a soft candlelight natural glow to the skin on top of it, and also putting it on the high points of her face. Then I'm going on the lower lash line with the transition color that we used and a pencil brush from Sigma. Then I am taking with a waterline brush from Sigma the dark chocolate shade up on her lash line and just defining those lashes, and then that pencil brush again and blending it all together, really making it nice and soft and smoky, and repeating the process on the other side. Right after this, we do cut and apply her lashes. Unfortunately, the camera cut out, so we were not able to show that part, but we did use Kiss lashes, and if I can find them, I will link them below along with the rest of the products we used today. Then she is applying the Lash Domination Mascara from Bare Minerals to make the lashes blend together, and using the Lash Domination Precision, I believe it's called, on her lower lashes, just because it has a smaller, more detailed brush and you're able to get those lower lashes a little bit better and separate them a little bit more. And then I am lining her lips with a J-Cat lip liner and going in with a NYX lip lingerie on her lips and setting her face with the Bare Minerals powder. I will link it below. It's a glowy powder, and spraying her face with Milani Make It Last setting spray to seal the deal and make her look last all night.